Good afternoon, students. How are you? I hope you all are fine. See, I hope you are studying the previous lessons, everything. Okay, just read out the lesson 2 or 3 times, and after that, just underline the main one word and study whatever thing I am giving in the booklets. Okay, see, if you are getting the books, no need to write everything in the booklet. You need to mark in the book and you can study it. Okay, and fill up the evaluation in the book back side. Everything I will give you as a PDF format. Okay, so we are seeing the lesson of geography, unit 1, interior of the earth. Is it no? Interior of the earth. So in the interior of the earth, we had seen about the layers of the earth. Layers of the earth means the crust, the mantle, the core. The crust, the mantle, the core. So what are the 3 layers of the earth? The crust, the mantle and the core. Okay. And after that, in the crust, we had seen about the outermost layer of the earth and its thickness vary from 5 to 30 kilometer. Okay. So there are 2 kinds of crust. What are they? Continental crust and the oceanic crust. So the part of the crust also divided into Sahel and Sima. Okay. And after that, mantle. The next layer beneath the crust is called as the mantle. So, okay, it is also separated by the Mohorovičić discontinuity. What is it? This border is called as the Mohorovičić discontinuity. Okay, so this thickness is also vary from 2900 kilometer. After that, the core. Okay, so the innermost layer of this earth, see that yellow and white layer of the earth is called as the core. So it is also called as the barysphere, and moreover these also separated by the crest. See the mouse pointer, these also separated by the crest with the mantle with the core is border is called as the Weizsäcker-Gutenberg discontinuity. This border is called as the Weizsäcker-Gutenberg discontinuity. This yellow format is called as the outer core and this white format is called as the inner core. Okay, so we studied about the crest, the core, mantle, the core. Okay, after that we had seen about the earth movements. Is it no? The earth movements. What is meant by that? So moreover, the lithosphere is broken into a number of plates. It is called as the lithospheric plates. Is it no? So okay, so each plate oceanic or as well as continental. Okay, both moves independently over that is called as the asthenosphere. Okay, it moves independently without touching anything. It's called as the asthenosphere. Okay, and after that, the movement of the earth lithospheric plate is termed as the tectonic movements. Okay, tectonic movements. Okay, and after that, the division of the earth movements. Moreover, the movement of these plates causes the changes on the surface of the earth. Okay, so the earth movements are divided on the basis of the forces which cause. Okay, ma. So the forces which act in the interior of the earth is called the endogenic forces. Interior. Okay, see the first picture. Moreover, the changes occurred, the movements occurred inside the earth is called as the endogenic forces, as well as the movement caused outside the force is called as the exogenic forces. Can you able to understand the difference? Okay, the forces which act in the interior of the earth is called the endogenic forces. The forces which act in the exterior of the exogenic surface is called the exogenic forces. Okay, see here, these endogenic movements, sometimes it produces a sudden movement, at the other time it produces the slow movements. Okay, sudden movements causes the earthquake volcanoes. Okay, so it will happen on the surface of the earth. Okay, can you able to understand this earth movements? Okay, then. So up to this we had seen in the previous lesson, is it no? Okay, so earthquake also. Okay, so what is meant by earthquake? A sudden movement of a portion of the earth crust which produces a shaking or trembling is known as the earthquake. What is it? A sudden movement of a portion of the earth crust which produces a shaking or trembling is known as the earthquake. Okay, so what is meant by seismograph? What is meant by seismograph? The earthquake waves are recorded by an instrument known as the seismograph. Okay, the earthquake waves are recorded by an instrument known as the seismograph. The magnitude of an earthquake is measured by the Richter scale. Can you able to see the differences? So waves are recorded by the instrument, it is called as the seismograph, and as well as magnitude of an earthquake is measured by the Richter scale. Okay, see, causes of the earthquake, already we have seen that. So the chief cause of earthquake is sudden slipping of the portion, okay, inside the earth crust, or maybe the causes of volcanic eruptions or tsunami, anything. Okay, see here, see the picture, the focus and epicenter of the earthquake, the focus and epicenter of the earthquake. See that? The point where within the earth where rocks under stress breaks is called as the focus. Okay, so other name we can also tell us where the earthquake starts, that point is called as the focus. Okay, so suddenly the earthquake occurs here, suddenly it hit the upper surface of the earth. Suddenly it hit the upper surface of the earth. So that point is called as the epicenter. Can you understand? See the mouse pointer. See the mouse pointer. Where the earthquake starts, or origin of the earthquake place, it is called as the focus. And suddenly it hit the upper surface of the earth, and this point is called as the epicenter. Okay, the point directly above the focus on the surface. Okay, that is called the epicenter. And after that, the vibration spread over with the epicenter on the surface of the earth, that is called as the seismic waves. That is called as the seismic waves. So I hope you understand that focus, epicenter, seismic waves. Okay. And after that, distribution of earthquake. Distribution of earthquake. See here, the word distribution of earthquake coincides very closely with that of the volcanic regions. Okay, volcanic regions. So wherever the volcanic regions are there, moreover the earthquake will also occur here. Okay, see here. This red color marked area is there, is it no? See the map, this red color mapped area is called as the Pacific Ring of Fire. Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, that means where the circum-Pacific areas with the epicenters and the most frequent occurrence of the Pacific Ring of Fire. It is said that about 68% of the earthquake occur in this belt region. Okay, so this area is called as the Pacific Ring of Fire. This Pacific Ring of Belt. Okay, see the red marked area. So moreover, the volcanoes and the earthquake will be often occur in this place. Okay, see, another 31% of the earthquake take place in the Mediterranean Himalayas. Mediterranean Himalayas. See the black mark they had drawn in the map, is it no? That is the 38%. So remaining 31%. Moreover, this is a very risk area. 68% occur here. And the black marked area is there, is it no? See the India. Moreover, the Mediterranean Himalayan mountain is there. So mostly it will be come under the 31% remaining it. That means Asia Minor, the Himalaya and parts of the northwest China. Okay, northwest China. Okay, here the earthquakes are occur in northern Africa and the Rift Valley area of Red Sea and Dead Sea, everything. Okay, so in India, the Himalayan region and the Ganga Brahmaputra Valley are prone to earthquakes. Okay, so moreover, this is the area where the earthquake occurs often. So this is called the distribution of the earthquakes. Okay, so what is this? What is this? This is called as the Pacific Ring of Fire. Okay, Pacific Ring of Fire. That means wherever the earthquakes and the volcanic eruptions occur mostly in that area. Okay, so next one. A number of earthquakes have been experienced in this region, is it no? Some of them it will be very severe and it causes very extensive damage. Okay, for example, we can say that the earthquake occurs in Uttarkashi in 1991 and moreover in the Chamoli in 1999. It gives the severe damages and severe destructions to our country. Okay, and the Deccan Plateau, which was supposed to be comparatively free from the dangers of the earthquake. Okay, so we are not having the high risk. We are not having the most risk that the earthquake will be occur here. Okay, so after that, I hope you all understand the earthquake. Is it no? Earthquake means a sudden movement of a portion of the earth crust which produces a shaking or trembling is known as the earthquake, is it no? And focus and epicenter of the earthquake we had seen, and this is the Pacific Ring of Fire. That means Pacific Ring of Belt. Moreover, the volcanoes and the earthquakes will be occur mostly happen in that area. Okay, so after that we are going to see the volcano. Okay, after that we are going to see the volcano. So what is meant by volcanoes? So we all seen in the news about the volcanoes, everything. Is it no? What is meant by volcano? Volcano is a vent or an opening in the earth crust. Vent or, and see the picture, it's a vent or an opening in the earth crust through which hot magma erupt from the deep below the surface. Okay, see, like the same pressure cooker. While the heat increases in the pressure cooker, what happen? So the vapor, the water with the vapor will be erupt outside, is it no? It will be erupt outside the surface of the earth. Okay, so like that, while the pressure or temperature increases in the earth crust, moreover, this is a magma chamber, that means the lava. Okay, so moreover, it looks like a lava condition, water with the fire condition, water with the fire conditions. Okay, so moreover, it will be erupt. When it will be erupt means, while the temperature and the hot pressure increases, this magma will be erupted through some holes. That whole mountain is called as the volcanic mountain. Okay, so moreover, it will be erupt from the outer surface through some hole. This hole is called as the vent. This hole is called as a vent. Okay, see, we are giving the over pressure to the balloon. If there is no spaces, what happen? It will be crash, is it no? Same thing, if you are having a hole and we are giving the spaces for the opening for the erupting of the air, means moreover it will be go to one path. Okay, that path is called as the vent. Okay, see here, volcano is a vent or an opening in the earth crust through which hot magma erupt from the deep below the surface. Surface. Okay, so see, first one is magma. See here, this is the magma. See the mouse pointer ma. This is the magma. Magma means the molten rock material. It will be not in the liquid format. It will be not in the solid format. Moreover, the combination of liquid and water. Solid. Okay, so it's a Tamil we say it as a Thee Kulambu. We will say no, that is a magma. Okay, so moreover in the crust there will be some magma chamber. The molten rock material within the earth crust together with the gases is called as the magma. Okay, after it rises to the surface, it flow like a lava. Okay, it flow like a lava. If you see the volcanic eruptions in the any other TV or video, you can see just clearly. Moreover, after the volcanic eruptions, some material will be flow like a river. Is it no? Is it no? That is not a normal material. The fire material will be flow like a river. Is it no? That is called as the lava. Okay, lava. Okay, after it rises to the surface, it is called as the lava. In course of time, lava and other material flow out of volcanic accumulate around the opening form a conical hill. See that spaces, it look like a conic shape. Is it no? Conical hill or a mountain vent is the opening or mouth of a volcano. Mouth of a volcano. We say it as vent as the mouth of the volcano. See, this is the magma. So while it erupted, it flow outside and it look like a water surface. It is called as the lava. And moreover, the mouth of the mountain, the opening of the mountain is called as the vent. Okay. And after that, the top of this cone is usually marked by the funnel shaped depression. Did you see that? It's look like a funnel. What is meant by funnel? So in the home, if you are seeing that, means moreover our parents will having some funnel shaped criteria to pour out the oil or any other kerosene. Is it no? So okay. So it's look like a funnel shaped material. This is called as the crater. Okay, crater. If the crater of the volcano is of great size, that means you will see that in some type of volcanoes it will be in this like a crater. In some type of volcanoes this area will be in a big size. Okay, if it is in the big size, it is called as the caldera. Okay, it is called as the caldera. So while the violent explosions blow away, entire top of the great cones will be damages and get over the caldera. Okay, did you understand that? See what is meant by volcano? Volcano is a vent or an opening in the earth crust through which hot magma erupt from the deep below the surface. So magma. So what is meant by magma? The molten rock material within the earth together is called as the magma. So while it rises to the surface, it flow like a lava. And after that, the mouth of the volcano, the opening or the mouth of the volcano is called as the vent. It is the mouth. Moreover, this mouth of the volcano will be in a funnel shaped criteria, that is called as the crater. Okay, so due to the explosions, if the mouth of the crater is enlarged or become a great size and it look like a basin, means it is called as the caldera. Can you able to understand this? Okay. So the types of volcano tomorrow we can see. So moreover, what is it? We had seen volcano and moreover the Pacific distribution of Pacific ring of fire we had seen today. Is it no? So okay, that today we can finish the types of volcanoes also. Okay. So types of volcano. See, on the basis of shape, the volcano is divided into 3 types. Okay, on the basis of shape, due to the shape of the volcano, they divided the volcano into 3 types. One is the shield volcano, cinder cone volcano, composite volcano. Shield volcano, cinder cone volcano, composite volcano. Okay. See here. First one is a shield volcano. See, a shield volcano is formed by the quiet eruption of lava. Okay, only a low silica content is occurred here. Okay, such a volcano has a wide base with a cone with the gentle slopes. So moreover, the Hawaii Islands volcanoes is the best example for this. Okay, see here the vent, here the magma chamber is there. Moreover, the volcano having the gentle sloping sides. The vent will be look like a cone shape, is it no? See that it's look like a cone shape. Okay, so moreover, the shield volcanoes are found in the constructive boundaries or over hot spots. Okay, hard spots only. Okay, so it is called as the shield volcano. It is the largest volcanoes. Okay, but it having only the low pressure, and also it took very longer period for between one eruptions to other eruptions. Okay, at the same time, while it erupting, moreover the lava flow like a river on both sides. Okay, it won't erupt very fast at the high temperature. Moreover, it flow like a gently sloped sides and look like a river. Okay, so it erupts the large flows of running lava, and moreover, it's a very simplest type of volcano. Okay, simplest type of volcanoes. Okay, that is a shield volcano. And after that, cinder cone volcano. Steep slopes are made of cinder and ash. Steep slopes, see the picture, steep slopes are made of cinder and ash. Moreover, it erupt large flows of running lava. Large flows of running lava. Okay, so moreover, silica rich magma. It's having the very rich in silica. Okay. So it's a very dangerous volcano because the lava flows severely and it's give a very violent explosion. Okay, it's look like a bomb explosion. It's no sudden crashes. Okay, so it's a very danger volcanoes. Okay, so inside this volcano, enough pressure is built to push the magma out of the earth crust. So when this type of volcano erupt, it shoot gases. Okay, that only I said that it's like a bomb blast. Okay, it shoot gases and ash. Okay, with a great force, throwing them several kilometers into the atmosphere. Can you able to understand this? So it's a very dangerous volcano because it's having the steep slopes. Okay, it's made up of cinder and ash. While it is erupting, moreover, it gives a heavy forces of eruption of cinder, ashes and gas. So it's look like a bomb blast. Okay, see here, it moreover this ashes will be thrown from several kilometers into the atmosphere. So such volcanoes have a steep slopes and are made up of cinder and ash. So this is called as the cinder cone volcanoes. So many volcanoes are found in Mexico and the Central America. Okay, and after that, composite volcano. It's a composite volcano. See, moreover, these volcanoes have the many layers, rock layers. Okay, so while it is erupting, moreover, the magma will be releases through many layers. Okay, wherever it having the holes, it will be erupted outside. Okay, so it is also called as the stratovolcanoes. Okay, so it is also the very dangerous volcano. It's also called as the very dangerous volcanoes on the planets. Okay, why means it rises 8,000 feet above their bases. It rises 8,000 feet above their bases. So that it is called as the dangerous volcano. There is a stratovolcano. Okay, so the alternative layers also releases the lava, cinder and ash. Okay, so St. Helens is an example of the composite volcano. Composite volcano. So it also took very longer period to erupt from one period to another period, for one eruptions to another eruptions. Okay ma. So types of volcanoes, what is it? Shield volcano, cinder cone volcano, composite volcano. Okay, shield volcano, cinder cone volcano and composite volcano. So up to that we had seen this. So moreover, I'll give you the notes, and after that you can study the notes. Those who are having the book, just mark it in the book. Evaluation you just fill up in the book itself. Every Saturday you need to bring over the books for the corrections. Okay, so what are the activity I will give you in this week? Just bring over the activity also. Okay, thank you, Math. We can see over in the next class. Thank you.